We've accomplished so many garage goals on this channel. It is awesome. In today's episode, I could really use your help on figuring out how to bring my next one to reality. Have you ever had a plan that you knew exactly what you wanted to do, but not exactly how you wanted to execute it? Well, today we're going to be talking about turning this area into an awesome wash bay so I can wash cars all year round in the heated garage, even when it's winter. The second thing I'm going to need your help with today is putting your comments below on what you would want for the giveaway. We've already had some great suggestions of Detached Garage swag as well as Milwaukee lights. Somebody wanted a bottle of bourbon. So yeah, if you're interested in participating in our upcoming giveaway, put in the comments below what you would want. But enough about that. Let's get to the episode and figuring out what we're going to do to turn this area into the wash bay. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Detached Garage. You join me in the future wash bay. This area is a bit dirty right now, but it needs to get transformed. We've accomplished so many of our garage goals on this channel. Building the garage, getting the lift, getting heat in the garage. A ton has gone into this and there's much more to come, so stay tuned. But today we are talking about the wash bay area. So we've got our Vaudland slot drain on the floor and this area will turn into the wash bay. So let me give you a quick walk around and show you where I need your help. So let's get this camera flipped around and show you kind of the landscape. All right, guys, so it is a bit messy right now. We've got stuff kind of scattered everywhere, but this is the wash bay. We have basically 21 feet from the front, from this garage door to the end of the wall here. And then we have roughly a little over 18 feet from the house over to this angle here. So the plan currently is we know this is going to be the wash bay. Our biggest question is just how are we exactly going to lay it out? So we will have a curtain that kind of pulls across on this right here, this truss, to kind of keep the spray in and contained in this area. So the entire garage floor is going to be coated. So we will get that all done. I've got a few episodes coming up on that, on how to pick the garage floor that is right for you. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But today we're trying to figure out specifically how to organize this wall. And there is a lot going on this wall. So you ask, what do we all have to put on this wall over here? Well, we've got our Krensla pressure washer right here. We will have a DI water system. We will have a water heater. And then we will also have some sort of fridge. This industrial fridge is down right now. I got to do some work on it to see if we can get back running. But we will have some sort of fridge on this wall as well. We will also have a vacuum system on this wall. And so this wall will get pretty filled up. Obviously, the door here is going to stay. We can get a new door, and we'll have to get a new door. We can change the opening of it, so that is within play. But I'm really, really interested in your help. So I'm going to present you guys a few options on what I think can get laid out. But let's get to the number one biggest concern that I have, and I'd love to get your feedback in the comments below on how to solve this issue. So in my hand here is a Prior hot and cold mixing frost-proof hose bib. And so this bib, let's see if I can do this with one hand here. I can't, so we're going to kneel down here. So in this hose bib, you have a hot and cold adjustment in the center here. And then this larger side here turns back and forth to turn your water off or on. The challenge with this is it is extremely long because it is frost-proof, so it needs to go back a certain distance from the outside wall because this is meant to be used exterior. But it is extremely long, and so you need to connect your hot and cold water to this side here. So the reason that's a big issue in here is this is an external wall, And for all intents and purposes, this is also an external wall because on the other side of this is my existing garage, which is not heated. So it's not like we can run this through the wall and have the hookups coming into this. So I have a bit of a dilemma here because I'd really like to have a hot, cold mixing hose bib so I can fill a nice warm bucket full of water to be able to, wash the car in this area. And so my dilemma here is I've got outlets up here. So I've got the big outlet for the water heater. So this will be an instant electric water heater. I've also got a dedicated 20 amp outlet for the vacuum, as well as a dedicated 20 amp outlet for the pressure washer. So I've got all of the power here that I need. The challenge is, how do I lay this out to be able to get this hose bib hooked up? So one thought I had, which is, why don't I just put a cabinet right here? I'm going to have to run, this is the water supply right here. So this will get connected up through, and whether I put a cabinet here or just attach this to the wall, this will get connected to the wall. You can go back and watch a different episode of the mistake we made in putting this right here. So make sure you put this closer to the wall when you do your garage build. But this corner is the real challenge here. The other challenge is with the fridge. So if we start with the cabinet, we can put the cabinet right here. We can run everything up through. I could even potentially put the Krenzel pressure washer inside the cabinet, the water heater inside the cabinet, kind of everything like that. This is roughly 7 feet tall. This garage door is 7 feet tall, so it's kind of where we are right there. But if I get this cabinet, one of the options is basically, we'll use this fridge for example. If we mount the hose bib to the outside of the cabinet and have everything coming inside, that way we can make all our connections inside. Yes, you lose some space in the cabinet, but if this was pushed over up against the wall, this would kind of stick out here. And then the other thing we could do is, if we visualize this as the cabinet, we could have our valves for switching on and off the DI water, switching from the hose reel to the boom pole that we're gonna put in. And so trying to figure that out is really what I could use your help with today. So option one is a cabinet. The challenge with this is, where do we put the fridge? So all of our power is over here. So we've got this outlet, we've got our outlets for the appliances up here, but we don't have any other outlets along this wall. So I was thinking we could move the fridge over here. We'll get rid of these cinder blocks and do an actual step once we get the flooring completed. But if we move this over here, you do kind of have a little bit of a walkway. But what we could do is punch through from the laundry room an outlet right here that the fridge could plug into. So that is one option. Then we would have the cabinet. We'd have kind of the hose reel, the vacuum system, everything here. And then we'd have the fridge. So this area would kind of be taken up, and then this would still be open right here. The other option is we can turn the fridge and put it facing this way, and then just mount everything kind of behind this corner to the wall here. So let me move the fridge and we can kind of visualize that. All right, so we've got the fridge up against the wall, and we have still a bunch of space here. So I think we could certainly fit everything we wanted in this area. We'd have this outlet here for the fridge, and then we'd have our washing area here. So the challenge would be, we still wouldn't have a solution for this. And I don't really want to have to build something and have, this guy sticking out here or something like that. It would just look kind of goofy. So the other thing I am thinking of is potentially just selling this and then doing a mixing valve. So for all intents and purposes, this is a mixing valve that just happens to be in the form factor of a hose bib. So what we could do is run all of our water, everything like that, and then we would have a mixing valve that would mix the hot water from the water heater with the cold water coming out of here. And then we would just have like a spigot style coming off of the DI, one side of the DI. So I think this looks pretty good. I do kind of like the fridge over here. The only challenge is if we do go this route and have all of the equipment over here, I don't really have a good option for storage for towels, cleaning supplies, that sort of thing. I'm sure I could potentially, put some shelves on this wall or whatnot, but I kind of want to put it away into a cabinet or something like that. So let's move the fridge over here and see what this looks like if we were to go the cabinet route and run everything through the cabinet. All right, so we've got the fridge moved over to this side. And so this layout, we could do it either way. We could get the cabinet, fill everything in here, still have some storage, put a bunch of stuff inside the cabinet. But then, the fridge would be over here. The challenge is, and I think we would have to switch this door around, is because this door will open this way and you'd end up probably hitting the fridge. So we would likely have to change the hinges on this door and get a new door to open this direction, which isn't a huge deal. There's not much over here, so that could potentially work out. And this way we could kind of go with either option for this, whether it's the cabinet where we try to integrate this into it, or if we just get the cabinet and do everything on the wall right here. And then obviously this will go into a different location and then have our vacuum stuff over here. And then the fridge, again, whether it's this fridge or a different fridge, the fridge would live there. The only challenge is we would have to run some electrical to get that fridge where we would want it to be. So be sure to put your votes in the comments below on what you think I should do. If there's something completely different that I didn't even think of that you think we should do for the organization of this wash bay area, please put that down in the comments below. But there's one more thing I want to show you that will really transform this space and keep all of this drywall dry. So I wanted to show you this product from 6-3 Tile. It's a pretty cool product. It's basically PVC, so it is waterproof, and then they put a nice finish on it, available in multiple different colors. I've got dark gray, light gray, and white here. And what you do to install this is basically glue it to the wall. So we'll take one here. It's got a very flat back, and it's got the channels are all milled into it, and the surface is put and the finish is put on the front. But basically you put some construction adhesive up on your board. You have to have, this isn't approved to span from stud to stud because it would be too flexible. So you do need to have some backing, whether that's, 3/4 plywood or 7/16 plywood or drywall. You do need to have a backing. So you put your glue up and then you fasten it to the wall. And then what you can do with these channels is grout them whatever color you want. And so it will look like tile. It's a much faster install, and this is waterproof. So I am not affiliated with these guys at all right now, but I thought this would be a pretty cool option for those of you looking for a wash bay solution outside of FRP that might look a lot better. And so what we would do potentially is use that from here all the way around to this corner here and kind of make this entire area look like tile up to a certain height. So I really need your help. I really need your comments down below on how we should lay this out. Do you think we should have the fridge here? Do you think we should have a cabinet here? What do you think we should do about the mixing valve to achieve that goal of having a nice warm bucket of water to wash the car in the winter? Please put those down in the comments below. If there's something that I didn't even think of, put that in the comments below as well. Thank you so much for watching Detached Garage. On the next episode, we are going to continue with the drywall prep to get everything installed over here that we need to, and we are gonna keep moving forward. There is a ton more projects to get done. This garage is never gonna be finished, and it's a garage, so it's never finished. There's always time for upgrades. Thank you so much for watching Detached Garage. Please put your feedback in the comments below, and I hope to catch you on the next episode.